testing. We're testing. Hey, flies that are flying around. Do you want to maybe buzz around the microphone? They're there. They're there. They're flying around, pestering. They should all be exterminated. Even Rio hates them, my dog. God. He's trying to chase them around. There's like, it's insane. It's like fucking, I don't know, 10 flies in my garage. For whatever reason, they just started migrating into the garage, like inside. Before it was like, I don't know, maybe one or two. But now it's just insane. Alright, let's start the show. Hey, it's Albert Orange, and welcome to Before the Bell, the show where I buzzle, I guzzle, sometimes I snood. No, none of those words made sense. Welcome to the show. I hope you're having a good time listening so far. Jesus Christ. My dog, Rio, is in here. You want to say something, Rio? Okay. Thank you very much for those words, Rio. Welcome to the show. I said that already. God damn it. As I mentioned in the intro, there are indeed lots of flies buzzing around. But you know what? It's fine. They're not that loud, and they're not really bothering me so much, right? But let me see if I can kill one right now. Hold on. Oh, I fucking swatted that motherfucker. Hell yeah. God damn, I'm gonna have to find where it landed. Pick it up later. God. This is the only show that features a man. I don't know if you can even call me a man. Featuring a boy just killing flies with his Nike sandal. No other podcast does that, and this is how I'm going to conquer the world. In case I haven't made it clear in the past, the whole point of this podcast is to achieve my dream of being a world conqueror. Alright? That's my ultimate dream. My ultimate dream. Alright? And because who doesn't want to be, ruler, supreme ruler, dictator, president? Just to be in control and command of something. Right? Right, Rio? But anyways, and this is how I'm going to do it. By testing my strength, my agility, and putting that into killing flies. That's the American dream for me. As of right now, anyways. This is the 9th episode of Before the Bell. I've been doing this podcast for a few weeks now, ever since I rebooted it. Ever since the 4th episode. I took a hiatus before that. Jesus Christ. Rio is really lunging at these flies. Bless you, Rio. Gesundheit. 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 He's fucking scratching his ass on the floor. Uh, you know, I got up this morning. I got up at 8 this morning. And I got ready to go to work. I'm not going to say where I go to work. It's not really a place where I go to work. It's really, well, I'm self-employed right now. And I basically set my own schedule. And I travel places. And, you know, I'm in and out of so many restaurants. And, you know, I'm a DoorDasher. That's what I am. I DoorDash. I deliver food, which is not all that bad because, I mean, I can basically just do whatever I want. You know? I mean, I can't eat the food, obviously. Right? But, I mean, I can listen to music in my car. I can listen to podcasts. I never listen to music anymore. Just podcasts. Because they're free, but also entertaining. Right? And so I got up in the morning to do that. So I left my house at 9. And there were no orders this morning. So I basically just drove to Walmart and just got a bunch of stuff. I got some bagels. With some what's it called? Mixed berry spread. Right? Delicious. Absolutely. Mwah. Rio likes the bagels too. My dog likes the bagels. Rio will eat anything that's that has carbs in it. You know? Or that's carb plentiful, if you will. And where was I going with this? I was gonna talk about how great my hair looks like right now. It looks really good right now. Staring myself in the mirror. And because I have a mirror in my garage, I kind of use it to look at myself whenever I'm horny. Lifting weights. And yeah, I mean, I just got really nice hair. That's just how I'm built. We ain't built the same, you know? I'm just built different. That's what the cool kids are saying now. Anyways, lots of stuff to talk about. You know, I just got done with school. I'm done for the summer quarter. I took summer quarter because, well, I figured I'd graduate faster. But I'm done with that right now. I don't start school in like, I don't know, a month. So that's really great. And lately, been watching a lot of Amazon Prime. I got a free trial just to watch The Man in the High Castle, because that's a show that I've always wanted to watch for a long time now, because, well, I like watching Nazis and stuff like that on movies and TV, and you know, I heard the premise of the show for a long time now. You know, it's basically, if you don't know what it is about, it's about what would happen if the Germans, the Axis powers, but it's really the Germans and the Japanese. I don't know what happened to the Italians in this show, because they're almost non-existent. but it's the Germans and the Japanese and what would have happened if they won the war, right? The U.S. surrenders. They say, we surrender to your. We'll start eating sauerkraut. We're gonna wear some lederhosen and we're gonna put on those hats and sing to accordion music. Wahrscheinlich und Blau, Stiebau, Stiebsupuda, Fußstau in die Blau. Right? Just like Conan O'Brien in that one thing that he did in Germany. Few people would get that reference. But anyways, I've been watching The Man in the High Castle, and it's a very good show. Some bullshit in it, you know? There's like time travel or something or the other, I don't know. There's like travel between parallel universes and I don't know, man. It's BS. It's all BS. But the rest of it is pretty good. I like it. I liked it. And you know, if you get a chance, you can watch that and you know, talk to me about it. And hey, Rio, no, get down. Hey. Good job, but you can't jump on the bed, okay? Okay, you little motherfucker. Fuck you. Rio just jumped on the bed and it was just cleaned. And he hasn't been cleaned for some time now. Because he hates water. He thinks that water can kill him. And so that's why every time we give him a shower, he sounds like he's about to die. Hence all the screaming coming from my neighborhood. The place I live. Anyways. Yeah, I've been watching this other show on Amazon Prime. It's called The Americans. That one I've been wanting to watch for a long time, really long time. Right? Ever since it came out, ever since I saw a commercial for it, ever since I heard the premise like way back in like 2013 is when it came out. Right? It's about, if you don't know what it is, The Americans. It's about this couple living in the United States. They're raising a family, 2 kids, right? Everything seems normal, right? They sound American, they look American. They must be American, right? Wrong, they're commies, right? They're KGB officers, KGB agents, to be specific, right? Perfect American accents. But they're from Russia. And, you know, they do spy shit. Spy stuff. Some secret put a bug in a clock type of stuff. If you watch that show, you'll get that reference. But I'm making a lot of references to things that people probably don't know about in this episode. But yeah, that's a good show. That's a really good show. I just started on the 2nd season. Yeah. It was really sad, that first episode of the 2nd season, where I'm not going to say what happened. But that one scene in the hallway where the kid is like walking to his hotel room and he's like, ah! Another reference. This is going to be the episode where I just make references to like just stuff that nobody would know other than I. It's not really a bad thing, but you know. What else? I've been watching SpongeBob. Because why not? Amazon Prime has it. So apparently only the first 3 seasons are good. They're the ones that you want to watch. So I've been binging the first season, and I'm on season 2 now. And I just watched the Christmas special, and with Patchy the pirate, and his parrot Potty, right? And I remember seeing that special as a kid and just being perplexed. Like, I didn't get much of the humor, much of the jokes in that show, but now as like a a grown child, now as a grown child, I'm like, oh my god, this show is comic gold, you know? Maybe not gold, it's not like Dave Chappelle humor, right? But like, there's just a lot of subtle references in that show. There's this one scene where it's like, Plankton's computer wife, Karen, and like he takes a Krabby Patty to her. Oh, no. He has this machine where like it can analyze anything, and he takes a piece of seaweed and he puts it in, and he basically has this machine just to find out what the Krabby Patty is made out of. He takes this piece of seaweed and he sticks it into the machine, and then Karen is like, seaweed, 50% sea, 50% weed. Pause for like, I don't know, 2 seconds. And it was like, oh my god, how the hell did this make it on television? Nickelodeon saw this and it was like, yeah, alright, the children aren't gonna get it. The parents will probably think it's harmless. What's the big deal? Dude, somebody was like either very, very clueless, or just like very, I get it. That show was funny, man. The Christmas special too. Like, if you haven't seen it, and I know I'm telling you to watch a lot of stuff so far in this episode, but if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. The Christmas special, season 2, with Patchy the pirate. It's a fucking great episode. I mean, the actual episode with SpongeBob is okay, but Patchy the pirate. Tom Kenny, the guy who played SpongeBob, played Patchy the pirate. I didn't know that, but now I do. The dude is like a phenomenal voice actor. He does a lot of voices on that show. He does SpongeBob, he does Patchy the pirate, he does Gary the snail. He does the French narrator. The guy who's like, the Bikini Bottom, the land where the fish live. So, if you get the chance, definitely watch that. It's on Amazon Prime. And yeah, that's basically all I've been watching on Amazon Prime. I mean, I got a little bit into 30 Rock, and that seemed good too. I know Conan O'Brien makes a few cameo appearances. Or not cameo, but he's like a recurring character in that show. So, and Conan O'Brien is one of my favorites. So, he's the guy who I mentioned earlier doing the German thing. Anyways. Nothing in this episode is going to make sense. That should just be the title of this podcast. Nothing here is going to make sense. Something like that. Am I done talking about Amazon Prime? I think I am, right? Oh, I watched the, what's it called? The Rian Johnson movie, Knives Out, with Daniel Craig, James Bond. He played a detective, a southern detective. My favorite line from that movie was like, "Why was I hard?" You know? If you've seen that movie, of course, you'll know what I'm talking about, but I just love his accent that he does. Alright, can I just shut the hell up and talk about stuff that matters? Last episode, I established a thing, right? I would like to have some show notes every once in a while, right? So I tried looking for some post-it notes, and then I couldn't find those, but I just had like a bunch of index cards laying around in my room, so I grabbed those. But they were actually index cards that I used in high school because our teacher made us write definitions on them, right? It was for history class. And so now I got my show notes, but like it's also got a definition on top, and like the term on the other side. So this show's show notes is brought to you by Douglas MacArthur, the general in World War II and Korean War. That's the definition that I gave him, which was good enough, I feel like. Maybe my teacher didn't agree, but I mean, did I say anything untruthful? He was a general in World War II and in the Korean War. I wonder what happened to him in The Man in the High Castle. That's an interesting thought. J. Edgar Hoover makes an appearance in that show. J. Hooves, as I like to call him as of 5 seconds ago. But anyways, it's a really good show. You should watch it. But yeah, Douglas MacArthur, good guy. I liked him. Truman fired him, of course. But he was a hero. He was a war hero. People liked him. He could have been president, He could have ran. He could have had a shot, but whatever, Anyways, as I said, I just got done with school. And, oh, bless you, Rio. Gesundheit. Just got done with school. And, god damn. Rio's growing a little bit restless. He doesn't like being in here with me. This morning, I let him inside the house. And, he did the thing that, dogs do when they're wet. They kind of shake their entire bodies. And he did that inside our kitchen. And this dog was so dirty, but it wasn't on any's fault of his own, right? What happened was he shook himself, and a bunch of ash just got lifted into the air from his fur, right? Why ash? Why not dust? What's ash, you might ask? Well, The area where I live in the Pacific Northwest, I'm not going to say where, but in the area where I live, there's a lot of wildfires right now. Lots of haze going on right now. It's effing up my lungs, my breathing a little bit. Yesterday I couldn't breathe at all. I tried to stay inside as much as possible. But god damn it, it's like, and it doesn't help that I have asthma, Like yesterday, like every 5 minutes I was reaching for an inhaler. Right? Because it's fog outside, but it's not fog. It's just fucking smoke, It's haze. But like it's not just haze, it's ash also. Like it's literally raining ash in my area. It's insane. It's actually fucking insane. And so that's why Rio had a bunch of ash on him. And, that's why he needs a shower. But you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna whine and bitch and moan, and I shouldn't say bad words right now. It's not really the mood right now, But anyways, as I was saying, I just finished school a few days ago, and one of our final projects for a history class from my Western civilization class. It was reading a book called Beowulf. Right? Now Beowulf, for those of you who don't know, it's about a guy. He's like a Scandinavian type of dude living in the Middle Ages, when like Vikings were popular, all the rage. And so Beowulf basically like kills monsters for a living. That's how he got his reputation, his name, right? And he's like a total badass, total warrior type of dude. And so I read this book, Beowulf. It's like a poem, It's written in poem form, but not like, rhyming or anything, because it was written in Old English, which is a form of English that makes no sense to us, So I was reading that. We had a class discussion about it, and I don't know what it is about my school, but it attracts a lot of liberals, and maybe they weren't liberals, I don't know, but lots of sensitive people, okay? Let's just say that. My school attracts a lot of sensitive people, and they were all saying, Beowulf is a stupid, arrogant, egotistic, stubborn guy. Maybe he did a few good things by fighting the monsters, but he didn't do it for humanity. He did it for himself. He was very boastful. He liked to brag. He liked to he Shut up, Dad. He he killed monsters, which was good, but he didn't do it for the people. He did it for himself, and that's bad, right? And apparently, like, nobody ever says that about Beowulf. You know, like, our teacher literally like did an announcement post online because I take the class online, and he's like, nobody ever says that Beowulf is a egotistical, stubborn dude. Like, no one ever says that. Like, that's literally never happened in all my years of teaching this class, right? But for whatever reason, people read the book and were like, this dude's an asshole. I didn't think he was an asshole, you know? I thought, like, yeah, he liked to brag. He liked to brag a lot, but, you know, he didn't, like, take advantage of his fame, you know? That's another thing people said, too. They were like, oh, he only did it for the fame. It's like, no. I mean, yeah, maybe, sort of. But, like, he killed Grendel, the first monster that he fights. He killed Grendel because Grendel was, like, fucking everyone's shit up. You know? He was, like, killing people. And, like, the king was like, yo, Beowulf, help us. Help us, man. And Beowulf came and he was like, what's up, man? Yo, shit, man, where's this bitch ass Grendel at, man? You know? And then the king, King Hrothgar, for those of you who are interested, he was like, yo, man, this bitch ass Grendel, man, he gotta go. And then Beowulf was like, yo, man, I got you. Just send me the link and we'll get to work, homie. Please don't cancel me for that, because I mean, I'm not trying to be racist. I don't think that was racist. But in case it was, it's just a joke. You know, it's funny because these dudes, if they existed, were like Aryan, Hitler perfect white, you know? Oh my god! The Man in the High Castle. Okay. Again, last Man in the High Castle reference. I was reading this book, right, and watching Man in the High Castle kind of at the same time. Not like at the same exact time, you know. I'm not reading the book and like watching the show on, you know, as I'm reading the book, right? But, you know, there was this one episode where the dude, one of the bad guys, he's got a family, and his son is like, he's talking about some bullshit, right? And the bad guy, the Nazi, he's like, he mentions the monster in Beowulf, Grendel, right? And he's like, do you know what that is? And the son is like, of course, Dad. Or no, he says, of course, Father. He's the monster from Beowulf. Right? He said, don't you know that I got an A in Aryan literature? Because that's the education system in Nazi America, right? Anyways, great show. But anyways, and then that reminded me, hey, you know, I should start reading Beowulf, right? And yeah, so I'm sorry, I just got reminded of that. That was a funny moment, because I mean, what a coincidence too, right? But anyways, it's funny that I gave them black voices, because they were probably really white, right? But if anyone gets offended, if anyone from my Western civilization class comes at me and it's like, you can't say the black impression. It's racist. It's wrong. It's okay. If it is racist, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. But it's funny, dude. It's funny. Anyways, uh, come on. That was a great bit. But anyways, all right, Rio. Rio wants to get out of here so badly. We're gonna do 10 more minutes, okay, Rio? Anyways, I just wanted to come at the defense of Beowulf. Alright? Beowulf was a man who executed. Alright? Beowulf was a guy who walked the talk. He walked it like he talked it. You know? Like that song. Right? And he was brave, he was courageous. He was a hero, right? He said that he would fight Grendel barehanded. Grendel is just like this murderous monster, right? He just grabs people and he devours them, right? But Beowulf was like, this dude doesn't use weapons, so I'm not gonna use weapons either. Just to make it a fair fight for the dude, right? And, the dude went in barehanded. He pulls Grendel's arm off, and that makes him bleed to death. I mean, dude, like that's impressive, all right? I mean, yeah, it's kind of asshole-ish when a guy brags, okay? But when a guy brags and then does the thing that he brags about, I mean, you gotta give him credit. You gotta give him props for effort, all right? You gotta respect it. So, that's what he did. He fought Grendel. He fought Grendel's mother, right? And then he fought the dragon at the very end, And the last two, he fought him with weapons, okay? But he still fought him, They were all killing people, and Beowulf was like, nah, I'm gonna kill them, He didn't do no drive-bys. He went in and he fucking killed them all, right? I don't know. This podcast is a disaster. I've been all over the place, this episode, but yeah. I missed last week. I missed recording a podcast last week. I was just way too busy reading the book and doing the project for it. So I couldn't upload anything last week, but I'm still here. I've got a month left until I start school back up again, and then and then I'll do a podcast every 2 weeks. But in the meantime, it's going to be every single week, right? And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be really, really fun. Can't wait to see what happens in the world. Lots of stuff happening in current politics, but I'm not going to really talk about that right now. It's kind of too late for that. So, you know what? wrap it up here. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And you want to say bye, Rio? You want to say bye? 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 Alright, fuck you then. Anyways, that's a podcast. Before the Bell, that's the show. Thank you for listening, and Godspeed, America.